This video breaks down the essential actions drivers should take when they encounter these different road signs. Let's get started. Stop sign. Drivers must stop fully before the stop line or crosswalk, check for other vehicles, pedestrians or cyclists, and proceed only when it is safe and their way is clear. Yield sign. Drivers should slow down and look for oncoming traffic or pedestrians. Stop completely if needed, and proceed only when it's safe without disrupting the flow of traffic. Do not enter sign. Drivers must not enter this road. Turn around immediately or follow alternative routes as directed. Wrong way sign. Drivers should stop immediately and turn around safely to avoid driving in the wrong direction. One-way sign. Drivers must drive only in the direction shown by the arrow. Do not attempt to reverse or go against the flow of traffic. No U-turn sign. Drivers must not attempt a U-turn under any circumstances. Use designated areas or intersections if you need to reverse direction. No left turn sign. Drivers must avoid making a left turn. Follow signs or signals for an alternative route if needed. No right turn sign. Drivers must avoid making a right turn. Look for other legal turns to reach their destination. Keep right sign. Drivers should follow the arrow and remain in the right lane. Stay alert for any obstructions ahead. Keep left sign. Drivers should follow the arrow and remain in the left lane. No parking sign. Drivers must not park their vehicle in this area. Violating this sign may result in fines or towing. Handicapped parking. Only sign. Drivers may park in these spaces only if their vehicle displays the required handicap placard or license plate. Reserved parking sign. Drivers may park only if authorized by the purpose specified on the sign, such as delivery vehicles or electric cars. Pedestrian crossing sign. Drivers should slow down, yield to pedestrians in the crosswalk, and stop completely if they are crossing. School bus stop ahead sign. Drivers must slow down and prepare to stop if a school bus is present. Be vigilant for children crossing the road. Stop completely when the school bus has flashing red lights and its stop sign extended, and proceed only when it is safe and permitted. School crossing sign. Drivers should slow down, stop if children are crossing, and follow any signals or crossing guards present. Railroad crossing sign. Drivers must slow down, look for approaching trains, and stop at the marked line if a train is visible. Proceed only when it is safe. Railroad crossing ahead sign. Drivers should slow down and be prepared to stop at the crossing. Look and listen for trains, and only proceed when it is safe, ensuring no train is approaching. Be aware of flashing lights, bells, or lowered gates, which signal a train's arrival. Signal ahead sign. Drivers must prepare to slow down and stop if the light is red or yellow. Be ready to adjust their speed as necessary. Stop ahead sign. Drivers must reduce their speed and prepare to stop completely at the upcoming stop sign. Yield ahead sign. Drivers should slow down and be ready to yield to traffic or pedestrians as they approach the yield sign. Roundabout ahead sign. Drivers must slow down, yield to vehicles already in the roundabout, and enter when it is safe. Follow the flow of traffic and exit at the desired point. Slippery when wet sign. Drivers should reduce speed, avoid sudden turns or braking, and maintain extra space between their vehicle and others. Merging traffic from right sign. Drivers should stay alert for vehicles entering from the right. Adjust their speed if necessary to allow a smooth merge. Maintain a safe following distance, and be prepared to share the road safely with merging traffic. Merging traffic from left sign. Drivers should stay alert for vehicles entering from the left. Adjust their speed if needed to allow a smooth merge. Maintain a safe following distance, and be prepared to share the road safely with merging traffic. Right lane end sign. Drivers must begin to signal and carefully merge left into the adjacent lane well before the lane ends. Check for traffic in the left lane and adjust their speed accordingly to safely merge. Left lane end sign. Drivers must begin to signal and carefully merge right into the adjacent lane well before the lane ends. Check for traffic in the right lane and adjust their speed accordingly to safely merge. Road narrows sign. Drivers should slow down and adjust their position to stay in their lane. Be cautious of oncoming vehicles. Two-way traffic sign. Drivers must stay in their lane and be alert for vehicles coming from the opposite direction. Divided highway begin sign. Drivers should stay on their side of the divider and not attempt to cross to the other side. Divided highway end sign. Drivers should be cautious, as opposing traffic may now be closer. Adjust your driving to accommodate two-way traffic. Dead end sign. Drivers should not enter unless they intend to turn around or their destination is on this road. No outlet sign. Drivers should not proceed down this road, turn around, or follow signs to a different route. Bicycle crossing sign. Drivers should slow down as they approach the crossing. Watch for cyclists and yield if required. Be prepared to stop and allow bicycles to cross safely before proceeding. Bicycle route sign. Drivers should be aware of cyclists on the road. Maintain a safe distance when passing them, and avoid blocking or encroaching on the designated bicycle route. Stay patient and cautious when sharing the road. Winding road. Right sign. Drivers should slow down and prepare for a series of rightward curves. Keep both hands on the wheel, steer smoothly, and reduce speed to maintain control of the vehicle through the bends. Winding road. Left sign. Drivers should slow down and prepare for a series of leftward curves. Steer smoothly and reduce speed to maintain control of the vehicle while navigating the turns. Use caution, as the road may require more attention and slower speeds. Steep grade sign. Drivers should use lower gears to prevent speeding on downhill grades and ensure their vehicle can handle the climb on uphill grades. Pedestrians permitted sign. Drivers should be alert for pedestrians in the area. Slow down and yield the right-of-way to people crossing the road. Avoid obstructing walkways and always prioritize pedestrian safety. Low clearance sign. Drivers should not proceed if their vehicle exceeds the posted clearance height. Turn around or use a detour. Falling rock sign. Drivers should slow down and remain cautious, keeping an eye out for falling rocks or debris. Stay in your lane and avoid sudden maneuvers. Animal crossing sign. Drivers should slow down, be vigilant for animals on or near the road, and be prepared to stop. No bicycle sign. Drivers should be aware that bicycles are not allowed in the area indicated by this sign. Drivers should not expect to see bicycles on the road in these sections, and cyclists should seek alternative routes where cycling is permitted. Additionally, respect bicycle safety when nearby. No truck sign. Drivers of trucks should not enter this area. Truck drivers should look for alternative routes that permit their vehicle type. No pedestrians crossing sign. Drivers should proceed without stopping for pedestrians in this area, as crossing is prohibited. Be vigilant for pedestrians at other crossings, and follow other traffic rules to ensure pedestrian safety in designated areas. Right turn only sign. Drivers should prepare to make a right turn at the intersection. Ensure you signal your intention to turn and check for other vehicles or pedestrians before making the turn. Left turn only sign. Drivers should prepare to make a left turn at the intersection. Signal left, yield to oncoming traffic or pedestrians as required, and proceed carefully when it is safe to do so. Straight through. Only sign. Drivers should prepare to drive straight ahead, without turning left or right. Make sure to signal if changing lanes or adjusting your position, and be aware of other vehicles or pedestrians. No U or left turn sign. Drivers should not attempt a U-turn or left turn at this intersection. Continue straight, or follow an alternate route that allows for turning, keeping safety and traffic flow in mind. No straight-through sign. Drivers must choose to turn left or right at the intersection, as continuing straight is prohibited. Be cautious of other road users and follow the traffic signals to make a safe turn. Sharp right turn sign. Drivers should slow down before reaching the turn, check mirrors, and steer cautiously to the right. Avoid sudden braking or sharp movements to maintain vehicle control. Sharp left turn sign. Drivers should reduce speed before approaching the turn, check mirrors, and steer carefully to the left. Ensure you maintain control and stay within your lane. Truck rollover warning sign. Drivers should reduce speed and drive cautiously, especially if operating a truck. Be aware of sharp turns or high winds that may cause instability, and maintain control of the vehicle to prevent a rollover. Crossroad sign. Drivers should slow down and be prepared to yield to cross traffic. Check for other vehicles coming from all directions and proceed when it's safe. Side road. Right sign. Drivers should slow down and be prepared to yield to any vehicles entering the main road from the right. Always check for vehicles or pedestrians before proceeding. Side road. Left sign. Drivers should slow down and be prepared to yield to any vehicles entering the main road from the left. Always check for vehicles or pedestrians before proceeding. T intersection sign. Drivers should slow down, signal their turn, and be prepared to stop or yield to cross traffic. Make their turn when it is safe to do so. Y intersection sign. Drivers should slow down and prepare to either continue straight or turn left or right, depending on the direction of the Y junction. Ensure it is clear to turn, and follow the road signs to ensure safe navigation. Roundabout sign. Drivers should slow down and yield to vehicles already in the roundabout. Use turn signals when exiting, and always give way to traffic from the left, unless otherwise indicated. Offset side road sign. Drivers should be cautious and reduce speed, as visibility may be limited. Yield to traffic and make sure it's safe to continue through the offset intersection, adjusting speed as necessary to navigate safely. Traffic light ahead sign. Drivers should slow down and prepare to stop if the light turns red. Be ready to stop when approaching the intersection, and observe the signal carefully for any changes. Speed limit. Ahead sign. Drivers should adjust their speed according to the new speed limit once they reach the area indicated. Always ensure they are driving within the posted speed limit for safety and compliance with traffic laws. Bump sign. Drivers should slow down to prevent damage to their vehicle or discomfort from the bump. Dip sign. Drivers should slow down to avoid bottoming out their vehicle. Check speed and proceed cautiously. Speed advisory sign. Drivers should reduce their speed to the advised limit to ensure safety, especially when road conditions are hazardous or challenging, such as sharp curves, inclement weather, or construction zones. Always adjust speed for road conditions, even if it's below the posted speed limit. Weight limit sign. Drivers should ensure their vehicle's weight is within the specified limit. If exceeding the weight, find an alternate route or avoid the road. Bus station sign. Drivers should slow down and be prepared to stop if necessary. Yield to pedestrians boarding or disembarking from buses. Avoid blocking the bus station area. Truck route sign. Truck drivers must follow the indicated route to comply with regulations. Other drivers should be cautious of heavy vehicles and maintain a safe distance while sharing the road. HOV lane sign. Drivers should only use this lane with the required number of passengers, usually 2 or more. Single-occupant vehicles should use other lanes. Emergency vehicle sign. Drivers should be alert for emergency vehicles entering the road and yield to them immediately. Flagger ahead sign. Drivers should slow down and be prepared to follow directions from the flagger, who will control the flow of traffic. Roadwork ahead sign. Drivers should slow down, remain alert for construction workers, and follow detours or flagger instructions. Detour sign. Drivers should follow the posted detour signs and proceed cautiously. Lane closed ahead sign. Drivers should move over to an open lane as soon as possible to avoid stopping in a closed lane. Shoulder work sign. Drivers should stay in their lane and avoid driving onto the shoulder. Be cautious of workers or equipment on the shoulder. Uneven lane sign. Drivers should slow down and adjust their steering to ensure safe navigation through uneven areas. Rough road sign. Drivers should slow down, be alert for potential hazards, and drive carefully to avoid damaging their vehicle. End road work sign. Drivers should resume driving normally, but remain alert in case of any residual equipment or workers still in the area. Parking prohibited. During certain hours sign. Drivers should not park during the restricted hours listed on the sign to avoid fines or towing. Time-limited parking sign. Drivers should park only for the allowed time duration. Be sure to move their vehicle before the time limit expires. Tow-away zone sign. Drivers should not park in these zones, as their vehicle may be towed. Look for alternate parking. No standing. Anytime sign. Drivers should not stop their vehicle in this area, even for a short period. Find an alternate spot to park. No stopping anytime sign. Drivers should never stop in this area, even for brief moments. Violation may result in fines or towing. Narrow bridge sign. Drivers should slow down as they approach the bridge. Be prepared to yield to oncoming traffic if necessary, especially if only one vehicle can pass at a time. Ensure there is enough space to safely cross. Speed hump sign. Drivers should slow down when approaching a speed hump to avoid jarring their vehicle and maintain safety. Maximum speed limit sign. Drivers should drive at or below the posted speed limit. Adjust speed further in adverse weather or heavy traffic, ensuring safety at all times. Slow-moving vehicle sign. Drivers should be patient, maintain a safe distance, and only pass the vehicle when it is safe to do so. Exit. Only sign. Drivers should move into this lane if they wish to exit. Do not continue straight ahead if they are not exiting. Rest area sign. Drivers should use the rest area to take a break, refresh, or use available services. Hospital sign. Drivers should be aware that emergency vehicles may be entering or leaving the area. Proceed with caution. Airport sign. Drivers should be alert for signs directing them to the airport and watch for possible traffic congestion near the airport. Gas fuel station sign. Drivers should stop for fuel if needed, but only when it is safe to do so. Food sign. Drivers should look for the nearest food service station to stop and eat when they are ready. Lodging sign. Drivers should look for a place to stay by following the signs to nearby lodging options. Truck parking sign. Truck drivers should use this area for parking. Other vehicles should avoid parking in these spaces to keep them available for trucks. Train station sign. Drivers should be cautious of increased pedestrian activity near the station. Avoid blocking entrances or exits and follow any posted traffic rules in the area. Chevron sign. Drivers should slow down and follow the direction of the chevron arrows. Keep within their lane and avoid sudden movements to maintain control through the curve. Handicap sign. Drivers should slow down and be extra cautious as they are approaching an area where individuals with disabilities may be present or crossing. Watch for individuals using assistive devices or crossing the road. Yield the right-of-way and ensure ample space for their safe movement. Bicycle and pedestrian sign. Drivers should reduce speed and watch for cyclists and pedestrians. Yield to them when required, especially at crossings, and maintain a safe distance from both. Golf cart sign. Drivers should be aware of golf carts in the area. Slow down, yield when necessary, and give them sufficient space. Avoid driving aggressively or impatiently near golf carts. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more driving tips. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you in the next video.